Work with a few custom brushes now. Now what I'm going to do here is, oops, let me minimize that again. I'm going to go ahead and I want to work with some brushes under my text. So I'm going to go ahead and create a layer here. I'm going to call this custom brushes. Now, from here, I'm going to go ahead and click on my brushes. And remember I mentioned about my Photoshop brushes. You can always download tons and tons of custom brushes to work with. Now in this case, I have a few I've already loaded up. I'm going to go ahead and click on one of them that I like. And I'm going to go ahead and increase my size of my brush. Now this brush here, I bet you if I click on it, you know, it's a dynamic brush, so it's got different sizes going. So I'm going to Control Z. And plus I want to increase my opacity. But to be able to control that brush a little more accurately, I can go to Windows, Brushes, and then you can see here I'm going to turn off my shape dynamics, and I'm going to bring that down a little bit just so I can see it. And you can also angle how you want that brush to be laid down. So that looks pretty good. I like that. Right off the bat, I like that. Alright, now, but I also want to show you some other things, like, you know, what you can do with your custom brushes. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that. I'm going to go ahead and create a new layer. Call this brushes 2, or just brushes. I'm going to call it brushes 2. I'm going to grab me another kind of custom brush here, and I'm going to use, let's say one of these. Looks like a grunge style layer or a paint splat type of layer. Looks like a grunge style. Let me try another one. Let's go with, alright, there's some paint splat ones. Let's get something a little more right there. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm actually gonna, it's on this layer, so I'm gonna probably, you know, let me go some different colors here. I'll go with orange, like that. Alright, now I'm gonna go to my brushes. I'm gonna space that out. I'm gonna rotate it going this way now. And then something like that. And then maybe get another style brush, or another different paint brush here. And then let's see what that looks like. Let's get a different color, maybe like a red. It's not even a paint style brush, but you know, it doesn't really matter what it is. Here, we'll use this one. And I'll just kind of dabble that in there and resize it, dabble it again. Maybe go over here, dabble it over here. Alright, now I got that, you know, that custom brush there laid down. It's all on here. Let me go ahead and minimize that. It's all on that one little layer. I can actually take that layer now and do a filter effect like blur, radial blur. I got it zoomed best and then mount at 100. So I'm going to hit that. And once this, it's going to basically create a neat little effect probably. Neat, like I said, you can always explore with your brushes in different ways. Alright, that looks pretty cool. So I might actually work with that. Actually, that came out pretty cool. So I'm actually going to hit Control T. I'm going to kind of rotate it. I kind of like how that looks. And I'm going to place that right about there. So I'm kind of mixing it with the white one. That looks really neat. And then maybe I'll hit Alt, duplicate it on this side, Control T. I'm going to rotate it this way now. Wow, that looks, that was money right there. Hold on, let me Control T that. I want to actually not have it so uniform. I'm probably going to shrink it down just a bit. There we go. Alright, I'm digging that. I like that. So, I'm going to go ahead and Control, right click. I'm hitting Control, by the way. Right click, and I'm going to go ahead and merge those layers together. Alright, this is looking pretty good. I mean, the last step I'm really going to do is probably put an overall photo filter on everything. So, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my image folder with all the images, and I'm going to combine it with the background here. So I'm going to right click. Oh, but before you do all this, you might as well save your file. Save as. And then, always save a master file of your Photoshop file before you collapse anything. You don't want to sit there and, collapse it all and then not be able to manipulate your layers again in case you have to make subtle changes, especially for clients and stuff. Alright, or people that hire you to do graphics, they may ask you to change an image, or, you might have misspelled something by accident, so always keep your layers. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and merge these layers. Let me go ahead and click on him, right click, I'm going to merge layers. Alright, so everything's on that one layer. I'm going to hide this for now. Let's go ahead and, I'm going to put a nice little, let's see, filter. Hold on, I'm going to change this to white because I want a diffuse white glow on this. I'm going to go filter, filter gallery. And then as you can see, oops, I got to flip that. The white on the back side because it's going to come up from the back side. Filter, filter gallery. Alright, I'm putting a slight little glow. Keep the graininess down, probably clear amount. Let's go a little bit more. There you go. But I want the glow to kind of, let's bring that down just a bit. Alright, because I wanted a little highlight glow around them. So watch how much it blows out. I went too crazy with it. So yeah, let's just bring that down slightly. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and press OK. Alright, so I just want to put a nice little tint on there, or diffuse glow. Now I'm going to actually put a photo filter on it. So I'm going to go Image, Adjustments, Photo Filter, right here. What that does is put a tint over your whole image, which that looks pretty good, and I like that. But if you check the luminosity, I mean, it's actually a straight tint as to where this preserves the luminosity. And in this case, I like the straight, I like the luminosity turned on. So that looks pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that back on. Yeah, that looks good. Last but not least, I'm going to add a little grain. I'm going to go Filter, Noise, Add Noise. I want Monochromatic, Gaussian. And your noise just basically kind of breaks up the image a little bit. A lot of special effects artists will use that. But I just kind of like the graininess of it. So I'm going to kind of bring that down just a tad bit, maybe 14. That looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and press OK. There we go. I feel like my image is finalized. Actually, I want the grain on everything. So I'm going to actually take these two and even merge those layers now. Then I'm going to put my grain. Filter. I may add one more filter gallery on there, just to see how it affects the glow. That looks pretty good. Maybe not too much. There we go. And I'm going to actually put a filter, or noise, add noise, and it should remember my settings from last time. And I'm just going to bring that down just slightly. I'm going to press OK. There we go. Now from here, go ahead and File, save yourself a nice PDF file for print purposes. This is for your portfolio. Go ahead and save yourself. Obviously you saved yourself a master Photoshop file earlier, but now save something for the forum. So what I want you to do is go Obviously this is the true size of it is this big. Remember, this is we're looking at only 25% of 300. So what you got to do is go image size. Let's go change this to 72. Press OK. And what you want to do is probably save for web devices, or 72 is already for web, so you can go save as and just save a JPEG. Or if you want to make sure you cover yourself, go save for web devices, and make sure it's at a JPEG 100 quality, and just go ahead and save. And now give it a name. Oops, we don't want the HTML. I'm sorry. You want the actual JPEG. The JPEG image, I believe. I'm not sure why this is going. Here, save. Images only. We didn't break this apart, so we just want the JPEG. Save it out, and that works as well too. And go ahead and post that up into your forums, into the forums under your thread under digitalvamp.proboards.com. Alright, I wanted to thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Now remember, the most important thing was about your layer masks here. I'm actually just creating a layer mask on this one, and I'm going to go to my regular brush here. And the important thing was using your blacks and whites on your layer mask. So if you want to erase something without damaging the actual image, use your blacks. If you want to reveal it, just put back the whites and painting on the mask itself. Alright, until next time, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.